What are your thoughts as far as we're here in Grand Rapids, the first rally that Trump is doing since the assassination attempt on his life? Obviously, the RNC just happened. What are your thoughts on everything that's happened in the past week here?
Well, I think it's pretty amazing. It shows resilience. It shows strength, and unity is the goal, I think, for the Republican Party. So I think all of that being said, I think not having a rally or shying away from it would have been a bad thing. You see the kind of support that he's got. I was here when he ran in 2020 and did a rally downtown. This is 2 or 3 times as big. So, and yeah, so I think the support's grown. It's definitely been commercialized more because there's a lot more vendors. But you know, hey, that's capitalism. We're all for that. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it shows, like I said, resiliency and the fact that you know, we're not backing down. We're not you know, letting a situation which was quite extreme and dire, that we're not letting that affect it and moving forward.
Like, the way I look at it now, the Republicans are rallying around Trump with this attempted assassination on his life, whereas the Biden side is faltering and there are calls for him to drop out. What do you think about the Democrat side of the equation right now, given what's going on with Joe?
Honestly, I'm no fan of the Democrats, but I will tell you, I'm an empathetic person and I feel bad for them. They should have had a better plan. They normally do. They normally execute their plans better, and that's kind of why even in the midterms in 2022, we're going to have this great red wave that never came. And I think it's because the Democrats are smart. They know what they're doing. I could only hope that Republicans can learn something from them. They're good politicians. This is the biggest conundrum, I guess you could say, that I've ever seen them in, because honestly, they should have known that. I think they were lying to themselves by not by allowing Biden to be the nominee, anointing him because he did beat Trump in 2020. But yeah, I think they're a bad situation. I don't know what they're going to do, but it looks like Biden's going to go out. But then today I just heard on the news his campaign is saying no, he's all full strength forward and he's going to start his campaigning next week again. So
yeah, I mean, I've seen all these conflicting reports too. It's Obama's twisting the knife on Biden, Pelosi's twisting the knife on Biden, Chuck is. They're all saying he needs to step aside. But it's the only person that can do it is him. Right. Do you think it matters if it's Joe or Kamala or anyone else on the Democratic bench? Does it change the calculus for the general election, do you think?
Honestly, I think it does change it, but will it change it enough? I don't think so. I think all momentum, and I hate to say something as terrible as an assassination attempt actually helps your campaign. It's not something you're oh, let's fabricate. And there's been some talk and conspiracy theories of that being had. That'd be just crazy if it was something you set up and said, no, make sure you nick my ear, don't kill me. You know, but anyway, based on what we know, that's probably not even a good conspiracy theory. But you don't want something like that to happen and energize your base, but it has. So,
do you see any kind of opportunity for left-right unity going forward, or is it strictly an us versus them for you at this point?
I think there is, and I think based on his RNC speech, I think Trump indicated that. It does need to be followed through on in all other ways, not just Trump, but other people. And God, I hope that's true. I hope we can get unity, because, you know, I'm 62, and you know, I don't really remember Kennedy. And I mean, I didn't vote. I remember I voted for Ross Perot. He was independent back. And so I've never seen us this divided. And it's sad. I mean, it was always us and them. It was always, no, I'm going to vote for the Democrat. I'm going to vote for the Republican. But we were never so divided as we are now. And it's to the point where it's dangerous. And that's what's scary.
Kind of winding up here, what are your thoughts on J.D. Vance as the VP pick?
I watched Hillbilly Elegies 5 years ago, right? My wife said, oh, this is supposed to be good. It's this guy, J.D. Vance. No, didn't know who he was. And I thought it was a good movie. I'm trying to think who was in it. Anyway, I thought it was a good movie. And then just after J.D. got nominated for vice president, then my wife said, yeah, he was in that movie. I go, I don't remember it. Of course, I'm getting older. But anyway, we watched it again. And it makes me feel like obviously Hollywood's gonna, expound on everything. They're gonna definitely make certain things. It's not as it exact happened, but just the idea of it. It made me have respect for the guy. I don't know a lot about him, to be honest with you, other than the movie, which is.
Right.
I don't want. I want to know the true man, not the Hollywood man kind of thing. Yeah.
Any closing thoughts before we end here?
Nope. I just think what you talked about, unity, that's something that both parties definitely in this country definitely need. So hopefully we can both all get together behind whichever president and unify.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.